Welcome back to 5 Talk Street. I'm Chris Gutierrez. When it comes to prescription drugs, we are paying the highest prices in the world. Chris Howell from Chris Howell Communications has more.
Thanks, Chris. Yes, Americans are paying some pretty high prices for prescription drugs. And Charles Cassio, Associate State Director of Advocacy and Outreach for AARP Texas, is here to tell us how Texans are being impacted by these prices and what AARP Texas is doing to combat the rising cost. Charles, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Charles, this is a pretty important issue to many families. Let's talk about why it's an important issue for AARP Texas.
Sure. So Americans pay the highest drug prices in the world. We know that much. And in particular, brand drugs are outpacing inflation. So people are having to choose between buying their drugs and paying their grocery bills.
Wow. So let's bring it closer to home. Why is it an important issue to Texans?
So in Texans in particular, Medicare Part D beneficiaries struggle to afford their drugs more than anyone. The average senior takes 4 to 5 medications a month, living on an income of $26,000. And a quarter of seniors have less than $15,000 in savings. So this, is a population that can't afford to absorb these increases in costs that have happened.
But yeah, certainly something we've got to do to change this. So let's talk about what AARP Texas is doing to combat this crisis, if you will.
Sure. So when we talk to our members, AARP has a lot of different issues we care about, but 72% of our membership say prescription drug prices is the #1 issue that they deal with. So being reactive to our members, we launched a campaign and put as much effort into this as we could. And we want to influence state legislatures, federal legislators, and really let them know, this is something that we need to address, and we need to address now, and this problem isn't going away.
Yeah. Certainly being here today, you're raising awareness regarding this issue, but you guys also do a lot of things out in the community to raise awareness regarding this issue. Let's talk about what you guys are doing out in the community.
So led by my colleague Susan Williams out of the Dallas office, we have probably 5 events a month at minimum across Dallas, Fort Worth, and the Metroplex, where we call it fun with purpose. We try to have a lot of fun. We try to go where people are in the community, but we also try to raise awareness about issues and learn things. So there in the community, people can learn what we're doing to address this issue and really, kind of harness their energy and enthusiasm about this issue and translate it into action.
Yeah. Do you find that as you're out in the community that folks really are surprised to learn how big of an issue it really is?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even before this segment, I've never talked to a person that doesn't have a story related to this issue. And a lot of us that are younger and still in the workforce, we can figure out a way to move things around. But like I said, when you're living on a fixed income, you have a chronic condition where you take a medication every month or even every day, this isn't something that you can, just absorb.
Yeah. So what are AARP's Texas solutions to this particular issue?
So AARP has a sort of a 3-issue approach to this.
Okay.
#1, we'd like to see lower cost generic alternatives enter the market. These are typically cheaper versions of the drug that are the exact same. And we'd love to see more of those in the market. #2, we want to cap out-of-pocket costs for seniors. So when you're a senior and you are in Medicare Part D and go to the pharmacy, that amount that you pay, we don't want to see that go up anymore. And #3, we want to allow Medicare the ability to negotiate. So there are 40 million Medicare beneficiaries. If we were able to harness that amazing negotiation power, we'd be able to bring down the price of these drugs.
So quickly tell us, what progress has been made in Congress and how do you see that whole thing playing out?
Sure. So all Democrats, Republicans, and President Trump in the White House, everyone agrees prescription drug prices are too high and they need to do something to address it. It's just a matter of how they go about it. The House Democrats have H.R. 3, which includes Medicare negotiation. So we're obviously very enthusiastic about that bill. There's a bipartisan bill in the Senate as well that Senator Cornyn here in Texas has supported that will address the issue as well. We're focused on large measures that will actually get at this issue and lower price.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of Congress, getting the courage to move on these large packages and get something signed into law quickly.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here with us to share this information. We'll just have to watch and see how that whole thing plays out. And if you would like to get more information from AARP Texas, visit aarp.org/rx. Now stay right here. We'll be right back with more 5 Talk Street in just a moment.